Welcome back on board. I can tell you that last night there was plenty of frigging in the rigging. It was very blowy, but now composure has been regained.
Lovely to see it dug in some mud. We weren't going anywhere.
Oh, stop it, all of you.
It is awesome to be back on the west coast of Scotland, and we are about to head through the Sound of Mull, which is said to be one of the prettiest sounds in Scotland. And we've been through there on very cloudy, rainy days when you can't see any scenery, and also on beautiful clear days. And this is a beautiful clear day, although no wind. So it could be a very slow drift, and we may stop halfway and anchor up and wait for the breeze tomorrow. But it is awesome.
Our plans may appear to be somewhat fluid, and you're about to see how fluid they really are.
We don't normally come through here without stopping at the lovely Kerrera Marina, but we've had so much time on land that we really want to be swinging around our anchor. So this morning we took the dinghy into Oban, got some supplies, and now we're going to do just that. Be detached from land for a few days and enjoy being back on board Altor.
You choose your suit when you're ready to go. You'll arrive naked and clear, but ready to grow. The illusion of separation is to set you apart, for the joy of returning to the love in your heart. Yeah, there'll be questions, they create quite the scene, and the answer is everything, nothing, and all in between. So here we are, leaving Oban Bay behind us, and the plan right now is to pop out of here, hang a left, and go straight over to the Sound of Mull.
Indecisive? Me? This doesn't look anything like the Sound of Mull, and that's because it isn't. We came out of Oban Bay and suddenly we decided that without any wind to blow us up to Stornoway, why don't we turn right and head to Fort William and go through the Caledonian Canal. We've never done that before, although we've wanted to for the last few years, so we decided, why not? Let's go for it. So ultimately we've got a new adventure ahead of us, which will take us out into the Moray Firth, and then we will go across to Norway from there rather than from the Faroe Islands. But for now, it's all change. We're coming up to a place called the Corran Narrows here, where the tide can run up to 5 knots. The tide is with us, so we're just going to get flushed through. But it's so nice coming this way. I think when you go around the outside, you get fixated with the islands, and of course you can see the mainland in the distance. But coming up through here, you are right through the highlands. It's absolutely magnificent. But for now, we're just going to wait and see if this ferry comes across. We might have to avoid him and go around the back if he does. But I did see him go across a few minutes ago, so hopefully he's just unloading his cargo and we'll be able to sneak through and not get in his way.
Ferries and swirling currents above, business continues below. It's not a bad office, is it? And the ferry captain was kind enough to wait for us to pass before pushing off for the other side. From here we continued to be pushed by Perkins and carried by the current before the wind stepped in to assist us for the final part of the journey to Fort William.
The wind is always welcome, and 6 miles shy of Fort William, a little breeze from the southeast has cropped up, which has allowed us to give Perkins a rest and cruise down here at about 3.5 to 4 knots with the jib alone. The piece is absolutely beautiful.
How was conference call, dear?
It was very emotional. I cried a river.
What, overwork? Is that how much you love it?
Yeah.
We're approaching the end of our journey towards Fort William. It's been lovely sailing gently downwind with the jib up. Ash has come back from a conference call. The sun has come out. It's lighting up the greenery beautifully, but not behind me. The clouds are shrouding Ben Nevis, which is the tallest mountain in the UK at 1,340 metres. And I know that because Navionics has it marked and it has the height on there. But I actually climbed up that 15 years or so ago, but it reminded me of what the Scots say. And that is that if you can't see the mountain, it's raining. And if you can see the mountain, it's going to rain. Well, it's already raining up there, but not down here yet. So we're hoping that we'll come round the corner, drop the anchor, get the cockpit enclosure up before the rain comes along. But what a lovely day. Hey.
It's gorgeous.
How was that?
That was very, very good, Mr. Johnson. But surely you meant to say the divided kingdom.
Once upon a time, there was a spiritual being and an atheist. For the avoidance of doubt, I am not the atheist. But that doesn't really matter, because I'm not sure that we're separated by very much at all. Whether spiritual or atheist, we all seem to have the very same questions, and no matter what your standpoint is, I believe these questions are extremely valid. I think we are eternal beings having an experience in a flesh and bone suit, but most atheists that I've spoken to believe that before they were born there was nothing, and after they die, again there is nothing. My question then is this: if we, the miraculous creatures that we are, came from nothing and return to nothing, then that makes nothing an extremely powerful and stable place. Perhaps more powerful, stable and constant than life itself, because it appears that it's always there. We hear space being referred to as the nothingness of space, and yet we acknowledge that space contains everything. And so I wonder, is nothing everything and everything nothing?
On the barbed wire.
Well, fancy meeting you here.
That's a very nice romantic spot.
Well, I know we've said it before, but there is something very fascinating about dereliction. But there is something cool, and also something sad about seeing a boat that's in this state. Once someone's pride. Could have been a person owning one fishing boat, could have been a fleet. And this could have been the pride of the fleet. Now, sadly, all washed up. Right, let's see if anyone's on the bridge. It'd be scary if there is someone on the bridge. Oh, poor old girl. Poor old girl. Imagine this. Big boat, big seas, big load of fish. Legend of the Rah-Rah. What is all these secret messages that we have coming at us here? Now, once upon a time, because everyone loves to go and explore things like this, and as a young boy I got told off many times, but who comes to tell off someone who's grey haired and 48, apart from you? Who would tell me off? I don't know. Maybe we get to find out. But anyway, there we are. Well, I'm sorry that you've met such a terrible end, but I hope you had a good life at sea before you end up all washed up. Shall we?
Yes, let's go.
I don't disagree with any atheists out there. I only disagree on the definition of nothing. People who have had near-death experiences say that your life flashes before your eyes. I believe this is the recollection, or recollection if you prefer, of your life's adventures. So when you wander off into nothingness, you can come back a little wiser next time round.
Good morning. We are at the entrance to the Caledonian Canal at Fort William. Beautiful morning, the sun is coming out, which is wonderful because apparently Fort William is the rainiest place in the UK, so I love seeing the sunshine. And we have just booked the passage through the Caledonian Canal. Our allotted slot is at 11:30, but we're gonna call the staff and see can we go a bit earlier, because we are actually ready. We have the lines sorted and our fenders are lined up and the fender board is protecting the fat part of the boat. Sorry Altor, you're not fat, you're just beamy. And I'm so excited because we have been looking forward to this passage for I think the entire existence of Adventure Now, so it's awesome.
We're on our way. Anchor up quick smart, came up beautifully and clean. We could hear the chain last night scraping over the stones, so we're always a bit worried that it might get caught around something, but it didn't. It's very, very shallow over here to our port side, and we've got a port hand marker and an isolated danger marker ahead. I don't think we need to go around the isolated danger marker, but we're going to, just to be absolutely sure. But that's it, Asher. Our journey through the Glen starts here.
That's very exciting.
My God, or my nothing, this is exciting. Lack of planning keeps us firmly in the now.
That's the first lock out of 29. There are also, I think, 12 bridges, if I remember correctly. So plenty more than on Caledonian Canal. But those are all automatically operated. So we won't have to push the gates or have others operate them for us. Easy peasy, shouldn't it be? Well done.
I would say because of the wind direction, you can just keep filming while
Yep.
we put it on there, and I'll try and put us along those black rubber things on the fender board, okay?
Okay.
So you can just keep filming until we're in, because there's no wind,
Yeah.
okay?
Okay. Hello.
Hello.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Is that good, big enough for you?
Yeah. Great. So just about hold the ship.
Well, that cool yacht there is Gandalf, and we just met the cool French owner called Jacques, who knows our YouTube channel. So that's pretty cool to know that we have a French viewer, and we're going to follow him up the staircase. It is a lovely boat, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Designed by the guy that has a lot to do with the Mockers, and it looks like that too. He said he came up the Irish Sea in 45 knots upwind and was very pleased with the performance. It does look like a beast. So anyway, we're both going port side too. I think there's plenty of room, and then another boat's going to join us starboard side too, a bit further along. So here we are, on the way.
As you will have seen on our previous transit videos through the Caledonian Canal, I didn't really do much. My job could be described as boat pointing and standing around, and I'm very pleased to say that the Caledonian Canal is no exception. Lucky me.
I'm not sure how much of this throwing and catching ropes we're going to show. I think you get the general idea. So we're just going to look forward to filming some of the lovely Neptune staircase and then get on our way.
As instructed, we are doing a bit of a practice for the Neptune staircase. We're gonna walk with the lines while Mark is driving the boat. So we means myself and this nice gentleman from the canal staff. So I have all my rope with me, and it's attached here on the bow, and we're gonna do the lines from the shore. Excellent.
It is excellent, especially as you're doing the camera work too. I'll just hang back and take the piss.
Just watch the hook. Don't trip over the hook.
Oh, thanks for the tip.
Short staff today, and I don't want to have to do paperwork for any accidents. Just get a turn round.
Okay,
And then, as it's coming up, just take in the slack, okay?
perfect. I will do. Thank
Take
you.
that one.
Thank you.
These guys are really helpful here. They're very, very clear on their instructions, which is always very, very welcome. And I'm not sure quite how much camera pointing we're going to do, because to be quite honest, I almost just think they must be thinking, oh no, here's another YouTube twat. Guilty as charged. But anyway, it's a brand new experience for us, so we want to document it a bit.
Yeah, I'm well aware that Asher bears the brunt of a fair amount of piss taking from me. But what can I say? I only take the piss out of the people I love.
Look at these gorgeous trees. It's beautiful, isn't it?
They're fabulous.
I think we've got a little bit of a run along here until we get to first chamber of Neptune's staircase, I think. Is that what you understand?
Yes, and I was told that I need to have a really good throw because it's well high up to throw the line, so I better practice.
No more practice left. It's next throw.
Listen carefully and you can hear that no more practice penny dropping, along with another opportunity to take the piss being born.
So I better deliver.
You better deliver.
Deliver.
Better deliver.
If I don't deliver, the rope gonna end up in the water.
It's all you.
Will I
You
now?
won't be dry any longer.
Will I be keelhauled?
No, dear. Not today.
Oh, sweet of you, my captain.
As I said, I only take the piss out of those who I love, and to be honest, I would describe myself as a person who is in love with life and all of those in it. But it would be a bit weird if I went round telling every man, woman and child that I loved them, wouldn't it? So instead, I take the piss. It's a way of showing my affection. So if I take the piss out of you, you know what I mean.
Well, Ashley is under pressure here because we've got a big audience and a very high wall to throw the rope up. I believe in her. I'm not sure we're going to get this on camera because it's a bit hectic. Well, hectic as 2 knots can be. Yes, Ashley, well done.
I'm proud of Asher. She always rises to the challenge. I've said it before, I've sailed all my life, so this should be second nature to me. But Asher's only sailed for the last 4 or 5 years. Her ability makes her an inspiration to me, as is the ability of our next door neighbour in the loch to overcome disability, grab life by the balls and live it to the full. Fair play to you, Jeff. Blimey, anyone out there feeling inspired? I know I am.
I think I needed to hire a helping elf.
A helping elf.
Yes, because I need to go to the loo.
Oh. Well, where can you find an elf from at short notice? Like what I did there? Short notice? Come on, help me out here. Joke's terrible if you have to explain it.
We are very lucky with the weather today. It's lovely and sunny, and the locks are huge in comparison to the Caledonian Canal, so it's really comfortable. There is no anxiety that the boat's gonna bump into each other. It's really pleasant.
On nearing the top of the flight of Neptune's staircase, it starts to feel a little like rinse and repeat. So much so that one member of crew was slipping off into Fantasyland. Perhaps it was sunstroke, despite being in the wettest place in the UK.
When we were going through the Caledonian Canal, we were in the lock with one other boat, and the person on that boat told me that there are unmarked navigational dangers on the Caledonian Canal. And at the time I didn't know we were going to go to the Caledonian, but I figured that this danger must be less seen. So for now we are going to the stair of the Neptune, and we'll see. Will Nessie meet us? Ta-dum, ta-dum!
And there you are, Neptune's staircase done. That was a cool experience, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was really good.
So now we've got a long sea voyage, about 3 boat lengths, and we're going to tie up for the night. There you go, Asher, it's a proper gypsy life. We park here.
Thank you very much indeed for joining us for our adventure now. Altor out.